Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sequoia. If you are new, welcome. Today I'm doing a pretty fun makeup challenge for you guys, and I am trying all of my foundations on my face at one time. So yeah, I've seen this video floating around on YouTube. A couple of YouTubers have done it, and I wanted to give it a go because from what I saw, not too bad results, and this is the finished look. If you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you're subscribed, and if you want to know my thoughts and what kind of crazy makeup concoction I came up with, and just keep on watching. Alright, so jumping right in, I am going to be trying on all of my foundations. I saw Laura Lee do this video and I thought it was very interesting. It intrigued me a little bit because I do have various types of foundation, so I'm wondering how all of those will work together. I'm going to use one pump of each foundation, or maybe like a half a pump, because some pumps do come out a little bit more intense than others, so I don't want to waste any product. I'm going to mix it up just enough for a full face, so I'm going to switch you guys over to my iPhone camera so that you can watch me pump the foundations into on my this little mixing dish thing that I have. I'm going to do that and then switch you guys back to this camera and see how it all applies. So hopefully the lighting wasn't too bad on the shots from my iPhone, but as you guys can see, I have the foundation mixed here, and the shade, I don't know, we're just gonna have to see. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just going to go about my foundation routine per usual, nothing too different. I think I'm going to go in with the Dr. Brandt. This is the Luminizer primer. I like this primer because gives you a little bit of a sheen to the skin, a little radiance. It's really nice. And hopefully it'll help against all the foundations I have mixed, because I do have dry skin and I don't want to be overly cakey and crazy. Alright, and let's just start applying this to the face. The shade isn't terrible. I think once it's blended out, it'll look a lot better. And the scent just smells like foundation. I don't think any of my foundations have a really strong scent, because my skin is pretty sensitive to like scents and things like that, so I try to avoid any foundation with a scent or anything crazy, because my skin has enough issues on its own. And I'm just kind of swiping it all over, and then I'm going to blend it out with a brush. And this little guy's from H&M, so I'm going to blend my foundation out with this. Alright, so initial thoughts, I think the coverage is obviously going to be pretty full because of all the foundations that I mixed together, but I think it looks really nice. It's not looking too matte, but it's not looking super dewy either. I think it's like a perfect kind of a soft matte type coverage, but we'll see how it does like in my smile lines. It's my problem area, and it doesn't seem to be emphasizing too much texture, but this is just one small layer. I don't want to add too much, only because even on a regular day I'm not putting on a ton of foundation, so I do have quite a bit left on here, which is kind of unfortunate. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more, but I'm not going to overdo it because I don't want to set this foundation up for failure. Alright, and to finish off, well, not really to finish off, but I'm going to go in with my Eco Tool sponge, because I usually kind of dab out my foundation with the sponge after. But I mean, comment down below your guys' thoughts, because right now I'm not mad at it. I'm actually not mad at it at all. I think mixing them all together gives you a pretty decent look. It's not too overly cakey for me. It does feel a little tacky. I can kind of feel it transferring on my hand, so I may have to fully set my face, but I'm just going to speed through the process of finishing up my makeup, and then we will get to my final thoughts, or my final first impressions. Alright guys, so that completes the look. Everything went over top of the mix of foundations very nicely. Had a pretty decent range of foundations, from like matte foundations, soft matte, to dewy, hydrating. Like I had all different types, so I think mixing them all together kind of made for like the best foundation mix ever. I mean, I probably wouldn't do it again, only because I have a lot of foundation left over, because I didn't want to just keep piling it on and setting it up for failure. But honestly, it looks really, really good. I love how it looks. It's not settling too bad into my smile lines. This one is good. This one is settling in just a little bit, but that's pretty normal for me, just because that's how my smile lines like to act on a regular basis. But I mean, overall, I really, really love it. I think it looks so good, so stunning. The finish looks really nice. So yeah, I just thought it would be a really fun experiment. I haven't done a beauty video in a couple of uploads, so I wanted to throw something out there fun and a little different for you guys. So if there are any other beauty challenges you guys want me to try out, go ahead and leave them down below. I thought it would be fun to do, and I quite like the way it turned out. And final thoughts I will leave in the description box below. But I mean, I've only had it on for a short amount of time, but I can pretty much tell from the jump whether or not something is going to work as far as foundation goes, and I think it looks great, and I am happy with the results. So yeah, that basically that completes this video. If you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. Also turn on notifications for when I make new uploads. Upload 2 to 3 times a week depending. Might throw some extra stuff in there for you guys. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed so you can stay in the loop, stay in the family, and see what other videos I put out for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!